Hey everybody, sorry about that, technical issues the first time around. Webcam was broken. I'll just turn this off. So today's one is an interesting one. I got home a little late. I was at the movies. I was watching Riff Tracks. They were doing Mothra. For those who don't know what Riff Tracks is, it's Mike Nelson, Bill Corbett, and Kevin Murphy, the guys who were behind Mystery Science Theater 3000. And they make fun of movies similar to the way they did on the show. Going to be a lot of pen shaking tonight. We're running out of pens. And for those of you who don't know what this is, what did you write today is an insight into the writing process of me, Steve Whalen, Mr. Jokes. Basically what I do is I take one big idea. Today's idea is catchphrase. Just the idea of things like get her done, and, you know, comedians sometimes are known as catchphrase comedians. Oh, there they are. Fun Forte, Phil Hayes. Phil Hayes, by Phil Hayes I mean Phil Haynes, my cousin. Happy graduation. I guess you could still say that. So anyway, it's an insight into my writing process. It was inspired by Sally Holloway's The Serious Guide to Joke Writing. And what we're doing now is we're taking the idea and we're branching into some quick ideas we have right off the bat. When I think of catchphrase, I think of slogans. If we do specific ones, we're going to be here all night. That's why I kind of wanted... I was a little apprehensive about this idea, but hey, that's fine. Mechanics are something we put every week. That means the specific ideas behind it. Like if we're doing jokes about a door, you walk up to the door, grab that handle, and open it. So let's think of a few more. When I think of a catchphrase, I think of marketing, which is always funny. The idea of marketing, a comedian taking some dude who's on stage going, women be different than men, and then being like, how can we sell this to the masses? I believe it was Bill Hicks who once said that he hates marketing people because he knows they're in the audience right now thinking, Bill is appealing right now to the anti-marketing market. Oh my God. Marketing, mechanics, catchphrase, slogan, marketing. What else? Yeah, we'll say pop culture. These are some very vague ideas, but hey, sometimes we can squeeze something out of it. So please comment, like, share, throw me a reaction. I really appreciate it. You got questions, I'll answer them. Feel free to write your own jokes or ideas. It's so nice to see everybody. Phil Haynes. Oh, he got the gift. Mindy Tucker in the house. Mindy Tucker, a great photographer. I wonder if I'll see you on Sunday at the Macaulay Culkin show. All right. Check it out. Go to Mindy's website. Just look up Mindy Tucker photographer on Google. You'll find a million hits. All right, so here we go. Marketing. Oh, let's play some music. You know, on Thursday we play something usually pretty snappy. On Sunday we play something pretty soft. So right now we're playing Enter the Spirit by Bob Berg. One of my favorite musicians. All right. There you go. Bob Berg is one of my favorite musicians. Unfortunately, no longer with us. But what are you going to do? That's life. Oh, that poor guy. All right. Kevin O'Brien says, what did you write today? Another funny guy. All right, I think of marketing. I think of ads, advertising. I think of my agent. One of my favorite sources of material is a good agent joke. Pop culture, you think of a star. Celebrity. Status is a fun one. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start jotting ideas down, and then we're going to start making connections. Slogan, branding. When I think of your brand, I think of your guys. Who you guys? As Mark Maron would say. Marketing, advertising, agent, commercials. So yeah, I'll give you a shout out. Please like, comment. I think about ethics, commercial ethics. I have a lot of friends who wouldn't be in commercials. John Bellancini. There you go. I tossed out a new catchphrase during my set last night. The audience threw it back. Oh boy, what are you going to do? I actually had one I thought of on the bus on the way here, and we're going to write it down. Say, I'm not a catchphrase comic. I'm more of a catch and release comic. I don't know if that makes sense, but hey, you know, that's at least a tweet. So please let me know also if there's any audio or technical issues. I have a feeling we're going to be shaking a new pen by the time this episode's done. Woo, Bob Berg, take me away. God, I love this hard kind of hard bop saxophone. You know, actually, I used to do jokes about my age, and something that's very difficult for me was I joked about my agent being named Johnny Hollywood. And I found out there's some Jersey comic named Johnny Hollywood. And I found that out the hard way because I mentioned my agent, and then a lady in the crowd laughed at the Staten Island show, like, you know, she was pushing 40, so she knew him. And she was like, Johnny Hollywood's your agent? Oh my God, he's a comedian. Ugh. But hey, that's life. Catchphrase is something you say, you repeat. Catchphrase. Maybe a pose. It's something in a movie or TV show. Sort of an instant, right? Like an instant gratification. It's kind of hack, and hey, I know what I'm talking about. Pop culture, status, celebrity, fashion. You can see right now I'm rocking some of my finest duds. Brand, your guys. Out there. He is out there, man. Demographics. I need a demographics. Mr. Jokes is the Bob Ross of comedy. I'm Bob Ross with an attitude, Kevin. Let's see. I like the idea of phrase. Turn of phrase. And by the way, thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I had kind of a long, hot day, and it's just nice to get this writing done. Let's see. Pop culture, celebrity, Obsessed, right? We're obsessed with a celebrity culture where some people want a celebrity to be president. But hey, enough about Obama. Slogan, branding, brand, your guys. I'm thinking about saying maybe like a sellout. I didn't sell out, I bought in. Then we'll think of like get her done. Who else had some good catchphrases? What a country. What a country. Street team. Do my house cats count as a demographic? Love it, guys. Love it. Keep the comments coming. Marketing. How about social media? Right? You have followers. Mechanics. All right, sometimes a catchphrase, you say, you pose. For some reason, I'm thinking of like poster. This is more of an advertising thing. Pop culture, fashion. Who are you wearing? What is another pop culture thing? You know, sometimes celebrities are washed up. He's all washed up, as James Adomian would say. Poster, phrase, turn of phrase. Ugh. Mindy Tucker, this diagram could be your next shirt. Marketing. Mindy, I love you. Emily Sweet's in the conversation. Emily, someone I know from back in the day at my comic book store days. Check her out. She loves hamsters, just like me. Let's see what else we got. What a country. What are some other... Maybe like fashion. I'm coming out with a clothing line. My idea of a clothing line is blank. Is a skid mark, folks. That's gross. Ew. I don't do poopy jokes. My idea, my clothing line is right here. The sweat stain, folks. You like the sweat stain? You want to talk about a clothing line. There you go. Get her educated. This is a riff. Now watch this sweat stain. You want to talk about financial stability. This sweat stain. Talk about a clothing line. I'm going to squeeze this into one line because I write a little bit big for you guys. Pit stains. There we go. Howie Polikoff. Check him out. Big sports fan. We got a prank call, what's his name? Mike Francesca. I'm talking about Sleepy Brown. I'm talking about Hakeem the Dream. Sweat stain, more like sweet stain. You know, I took my computer to the Magnet Theater and it got messed up. Oh my goodness, folks. Slogan, branding, get her done. What a country. Brand, your guys. A jingle. Talk about hamsters, right? There was a hamster on Hamtaro named Jingle. And that's all we're done with Hamtaro. Oh, I'm crazy up here. Pop culture. I like that. Maybe it kind of drives you crazy a little. Right? It gets in your head. Right? The comedians like a good Hamtaro reference. Boy, I love Bob Berg. See the sweat stain. You want to talk about a clothing line, folks. My agent's telling me to sell out. Stadiums, sell out. Sell out. I'm lucky if... sell out. And then financial success. Slogan. Jingle. Subliminal. That was a subliminal joke. Subliminal joke. Subliminal. New line of irregular t-shirts, folks. I'm an extra medium. And that's true with the marketing, with my clothes. Merch. I don't want to become one of those comedians who does jokes about their merch, but it is very tempting. On the movie I Am Road Comic, the guy talks about comedians who like do jokes about merch, and then it cuts directly to a guy using his t-shirt as like a ventriloquist dummy. So insane. Like not even a dummy wearing the shirt, it's him being like, I'm the clothes. Oh my goodness. The I Am Road Comic is a pretty depressing laugh, so... Some good Schadenfreude. Let's see what we got. What a country. Somebody roast me. As Tommy McNamara, my buddy, would say. That's why I jokingly came out with a new catchphrase today called, what the roast is going on? And it's just because everybody's talking so much about roasts. Alright, celebrity status. Twitter verified. I always like that idea. My therapist is a hip guy. He asked me for Twitter verification. I don't know. Status, washed up, fashion, clothing. Clothing line. I'm selling merch. Right, there's a merch tent. I'm coming out with a line of pants. I should come out with pants. Right, you could sell your CDs. Right, on street corners. Barking a crowd. The last crowd I barked in barked back, people. Catchphrase. Oh, man. Phrase is a funny word. Phrase. My comedy gets in your head. I'm passing out comedy CDs on street corners. CDs, tape deck. Trendsetter. Pop culture, right? There's trendsetters. You know, yesterday's news. So yesterday. Somebody messaged me, a fan sent an email, and he said, your comedy is the next level. Yeah, the next level of garbage. Howie, I have a catchphrase I use after every joke. Get it? Oh, boy, classic. Here's to you. My catch... The only catchphrase you get with me I'm thinking about doing a joke where the audience has a catchphrase, but I don't want the audience talking. I want them laughing, baby. My social media status is so bad I need a social media worker. I got a new CD distribution deal that's available on the 6 line. Now there he is, Kevin Goatee in the house. Oh my goodness, comics watching comics. Comics watching me. Oh my goodness. He's a funny guy. Check him out. He's got a show on YouTube, Comics Watching Comics. A lot of our funny friends are in it. Alright. Social media worker. I don't know how much I like this joke, but it's a one-liner. My online jokes were taken away by a social media worker. Alright, this will go to 2 lines, but I'm not happy about it. I had a pretty interesting week of mics. They were pretty hot and cold. Felt like I was doing a corporate gig for Kohler. They make faucets. Look at that on the side. It says August joke stats. Halfway through the year. Halfway through the month. 64 jokes written. 0 A material. 2 that I consider B material. 3 that's decent crowd work jokes. 21 jokes in the Joke Hospital and 38 jokes F material. That is a very good amount of Joke Hospital jokes, which is jokes that I think have some potential. That is abnormally high. Usually it's 80% F material, about 10-15%. That being, and we are on pace to break July. July was 116 at the end of the month, so this is 128, so that's great. So I just got to keep writing, and I honestly think besides 128, I think I can break 150 if I really apply myself. Because I've taken no days off so far this month, even writing 1 or 2 jokes. That's why Twitter is actually pretty good. My Twitter, my phone, I'm going for the timeless. My act isn't timeless, it never had a time. My act is so timeless, I'm going for the timeless feel. Timeless. Time more? My jokes aren't timeless, they take more time to understand. There you go. Oh my goodness, somebody book me. As usual, something about a catchphrase devolves into me doing jokes about my career. But we did do a catchphrase joke. Oh yeah, 4? That's not horrible. I'd like to write at least 10 today. Bob Berg, you saucy devil. Give it a little uh-oh right here. Uh-oh. When you want to write down 2 different ideas in your head, just put a little slash there, write both of them down. Uh-oh. Yo, bird up. Man, I'm so glad Eric Andre's back. So funny. My catchphrase is somebody book me, am I right? Video is skipping, how bad? Christopher Crespo in the house. The jazz music is a nice touch. Thank you, Kevin. Every Thursday we listen to... every Thursday we listen to some jazz fusion. And every Sunday we listen to some soft jazz. I love writing to jazz. 2 jazz bands I've really been into... 2 jazz bands I've been really into recently have been Nelson Rangel and what am I doing right now? Borin and der Clubber Gore, which is jazz noir. It's German. You know the Germans make good stuff. Let's see. Chris Crespo in the house. Check him out every week. He does a show, or he's. I think he produces it, but I'm not sure. It's Comedy Fight Club, and I believe the Grizzly Pear, unless it changed location. Trendsetter, pop culture, yesterday's news. I'm a trend set it and forget it-er. I'm not a trendsetter. I'm a trend set it and forget it-er. I'm a trend set it and forget it. We'll write it down. This ain't gonna be the mic, but hey, you know, a lot of these jokes, we gotta make up for the lack of F material. I'm a trend setter and forgetter. Uh-oh. Sure, what the hell? Pardon my freedom. Oh boy. Oh man. Got a little bit of agita. Woo! Bob. Chug the jug. This is half a gallon of water, by the way. I usually go through this in about an hour. I've been handing out my CDs at street corners. I was on a fun show today. I was on, Alec Lambert does the music of Twin Peaks. And I got to tell some Twin Peaks jokes. My slogan... Ooh, what about awards? Right, a big part of pop culture is awards. I'm nominated for an Oscar, The Grouch. People asking me who your guys are. Yeah, Salino and Barnes, I don't know. I have a new album out on floppy disk. Oh boy, get a doctor to check that out. Craig Hecht in the house. The light shines. Craig Hecht is a good man. I'm an overnight failure. I like the idea of overnight success. I'm more of an overweight success. There you go. Boom. Howie Polikoff, I'm nominated for an Emmy. Mediocre. Love it. Wonder how far we are on the album. Oh, wow, we're less than halfway there. Good, I'm proud of us. So you know what? We have a little extra time. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the rules. I'm going to write up the cheat sheet. The cheat sheet is the 6 things that I... Basically, the 6 rules for dating my teenage daughter. It's the... Now watch me forget all of them. Replace. Replace is something we do all the time. Pun or sound alike? Gee, I have no idea. What's the next one? We've got... Oh boy, I'm forgetting some of them. Context / meaning. For those who don't know, wow, they look even worse than before. For those who don't, for those who don't know what a context meaning joke is, it's like saying, so I wrote a joke. I asked my girlfriend for a romantic gesture. Well, she got the gesture part right. That means that, you know, I told her, and she gave me the finger. Woo! Historical, social, we don't do that much anymore. Not anymore. We're always writing. I guess we do it more. Opposite is one of my favorites. I had to donate my car to 1877 Cars Against Kids. And cliche, which is something we're kind of working on now. They call me Big Pun. Yeah, emphasis on the big. So now that we wasted a lot of time. Oh. There we go. Merch, tent, marketing, catchphrase. I got a new slogan for my merch. Blank. What's something that could have a slogan? Right? It could be merch, business card. So, for example, Rodney does a funny joke where he says, they call my daughter FedEx because she absolutely positively has to be there overnight. So that's sort of playing with a slogan. Oh boy, is it hot. Maybe it's just me. Is it hot in here, or is it just this crowd? This crowd is on fire. I knew a comedian who would do a joke about diarrhea, and he would go, this booty's on fire. Ugh. I'm more of an overweight success. Oh, Weight Watchers. I have so many Weight Watcher points, you might as well call me Kobe Bryant. Oh. Catchphrase. I bobbled the Catchphrase comic. And a literal catch. We could talk about a literal catch, which is like a grab, snatch. Oh boy. Oh man. Boy, I really. I actually had my gallbladder taken out recently. Sound intermittently scratchy. All right. Chris Crespo, they call me Big Pun on account of my... Whoa! Love the ellipses. Love the use of ellipses. I have a joke that has a built-in ellipses in it where I say, I asked a woman for her number, she gave me a fake phone. And usually it doesn't laugh until... Usually the audience doesn't laugh, but then they... That joke had an ellipses. That'll be a good... Maybe when I pause and do it, I'll say, that joke had an ellipses. Thank you. That joke was written with an ellipses. Like people know, like people at the stand know what an ellipses is. Snatch phrase, love it. Nancy Richards, they just need a minute. Nancy Richards, I see you around. Staten Island. Funny lady. Staten Island Comedy Festival. That's a lot of fun. Check it out. Oh boy. I don't know if this is how you spell it, but I think it's ellipses. What the hell? We'll put an ellipses on the end of that one. Ellipses them right there. Sees them, boss. Ah, I sees them right there. I see a paralegal suddenly. Oh, that's my hack joke if somebody's a lawyer. If a lady is a lawyer, I see a paralegal, I'd like to, and then I go, whoa! Are you writing on a chalkboard with a whiteout? I wish. I'm writing on, I am writing on chalkboard wallpaper, but it's with liquid chalk. That joke was not written. That joke was performed before a live studio audience. Boy, that joke was performed in front of a dead studio audience. Come on, people. I don't know if I want to write that down. I don't want to write down too many riffs or apologies. My merch, the slogan of my merch stand. So I did. Sometimes my jokes are like the post office. It might take you a day to get it. I'm going to sit down. It's getting hot and I got a little bit of agita. I actually think I have agita because I'm hungry. Well, I don't know if I remember to tell the story, but I used to have a gallbladder, and boy, I would be in agonizing pain. I would be in agonizing pain on days like this when I would have agita. And when I got it removed, they said, they told my mother, your son must have a tremendous tolerance for pain. And I just wanted to say, hey, have you met my family? Sorry about that. Here we go. Sorry to freak you out there. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I'm bad. I'm a bad boy. I'm trying to market myself as a bad boy. I'm a very controversial... I like that. I'm going to write down bad boy. Sometimes I don't feel like standing up and I just write it down here. But this part's all underused. I want to market myself as the next blank. My jokes are so fresh, I market myself as the next Louis Pasteur. I should bring back that Louis Pasteur joke. Oh, Bob. You saucy devil. celebrity-obsessed culture. Hey, Culligan, man. My goodness, I sweat a lot. I'm a mess. Murphy, I'm a mess. They'll fix you. They fix everything. Brian Fitty's here. Brian Fitty has a great comic book. Check it out. I read it yesterday. It was so much fun. Peter Ravello in the house. Another guy I see quite often in Staten Island, but sometimes I see him in the city. Actually, I see him in the city a lot more than I see him in Staten Island. Saw him on Tuesday on Alligator Lounge. That's a passable mic. All right, what do we got? What a country. What the roast is going on here? Love the new catchphrase. I'm a trend, rend, fend. Self-defense. I don't know why, I'm just writing it down. This is kind of miscellaneous. We'll put this as miscellaneous. And the best part is right here, so my head will block it. Off to a mic. Kevin, don't steal my stuff, but go get him at the mic, Kevin. I love you. Wait, really? That's a late time for a mic. But hey, you know, to each his own. To each his own. Owned. That would be a good thing if I own a heckler. To each his owned. To each his owned. What a C-word tree. Oh, boy. I'll go when I'm good and ready. Bob is killing it. Demographics have asked me... I hired a marketing team to get me grapes. Oh, that makes no sense. You know, the way you go to the supermarket. I hired a supermarketing team to get me grapes for Demo Grapics. God. Oh, what a country. What a C-word tree. Okay, I get it. Oh, I've been drinking too much Yakov Smirnoff. In my country, joke tells you. There's a funny joke that's that Norm Macdonald did on his show, where he said the new Jackie Robinson film 42 coming out. It's like Chadwick, what is it, Chadwick Boseman? Like you've never seen him before, and the joke is that you've never seen him before. My act is like you've never seen it before. Yeah, what the hell, we'll just... That's not a bad punchline for anything. Hey, I'm performing like you've never seen me before, folks. I always perform like you've never seen me before. There you go. So yeah, check out Joke of the Week every Saturday night on Instagram. You'll see in that graphic, and I'm always posting new jokes every night. I think one of these will go up there. Alec Lambert in the house. Oh, Alec, I had so much fun in the show today. I wish I didn't have to go so early, but I was at Alec Lambert's. Alec Lambert does the music of Twin Peaks. So funny. Ooh. We got a couple more jokes in us. Marketing ethics. Business ethics. My comedy coach got called for a technical foul. I'm a bad boy. Self-defense. Oh boy, Vin Forte, touchy subject these days. Oh boy. Passing out CDs. I put the pass out in passing out CDs. I pay people to take my CDs on the street corner. Turn of phrase. I had a very prophetic one-liner once. I was at the Looney Bin in Staten Island, and then I also went to the comedy club. Hey! But I was there, and a guy yelled out, "You look like Jared Fogle." And he could barely finish the sentence. He was drunk. So I said, I look like Jared Fogle before he lost, or I look like Jared Fogle 20 years ago. You look like Jared Fogle 20 years from now when he dies of a heroin overdose. So who would have known Jared Fogle would have been a weirdo? I did when I owned that heckler. That felt good. Somebody told me, one of the servers told me that she felt so good when I owned that heckler because he had been rude all night to the waitstaff, so... I mean, they still didn't get a tip, but I feel so bad. Be nice to the servers. Overnight success. Timeless. My jokes aren't timeless. They take more time to understand. My act is timeless. That's why they give me less time. Okay, there you go. Man, the word timeless is cool. My act is timeless. That's why they give me less time. Oh, man. I like that joke a lot. And it's only one line. And it's only one line. Oh, I love this joke. I love this crust. Jared Fogelnest, I don't know about that. Alec, that's sweet. Oh, I loved Mothra, man. They did such a good job. I watched Riff Tracks do Mothra. I really like that movie because that's a good movie choice for riffing because the first half of it is it's like King Kong, where the first half of it is them in the jungle, then the second half of it is the giant monster. So it's always good to do a movie where it's kind of like a couple different movies. That's why if you watch MST3K, some of the best episodes are like Manos, The Hands of Fate, Hobgoblins, Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders is literally 2 movies. Because it's just so different, the tone shifts. Right, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. A lot of their best ones have like tone shifts and completely different settings and situations. Let's try to look through the audience's perspective on one. Who would be a funny person to catch you on the street corner passing out CDs? An ex-girlfriend, an agent, a high school buddy, a teacher. My ex caught me passing out CDs on the street corner. She said, "Oh, now you can blank." Thank God for phone cases. A cop, there you go. Chris Crespo said, "I didn't know you were a kaiju fan." Yeah, emphasis on the Jew, people. All right. I really like Gamera. Gamera is friend to all the children. All right. A cop. There you go. Chris, that's a great idea. Man, I was at an open mic in Staten Island because I'm killing it. And I performed. There was a large black demographic there, and this is a couple days after a shooting. It really doesn't narrow it down, but it was a couple days after another black guy got shot by a cop, and so I did the joke. You know, my sister's a kindergarten teacher. She asked one kid, "What does the cow say?" The kid says, "Cow says moo." Says, "Great." She asked another kid, "What does the chicken say?" Kid says, "Cock-a-doodle-doo." Says, "Great." Says to another kid, "What does the pig say?" And the kid says, "Freeze! Get on the ground!" And the place exploded. People were slamming on the tables. People were like standing up and leaving. Oh, boy, street jokes are great. A cop caught me passing out CDs on the street. Public masturbation. Make it a Sterling joke. Pig joke is hilarious. He said I was trying to incite a laugh riot. Oh, Craig, I love you. I'm thinking of more of a trying to incite a laugh riot. Call the cops. We got a laugh riot. Oh, Craig. Smart fella. See, I'm doing too much yapping. Woo. Stand ground still a joke? Senorita Gamma? Alright, we've got about 10 minutes left, so let's see if we can get at least one more joke. Kind of been loafing a little, as Abbott and Costello would say. You loaf! A cop caught me passing out my CD on a street corner, and, I don't know, Bomb is kind of an obvious one. Album title should be Crack. Public indecency? I don't know. Hi. This is my comedy special. A cop caught me passing out flyers for my show. That's what we call Instant A. Ugh. Bob's taking us out slow. Alright, clock's ticking. Public intoxication. What are some public arrests? Public nudity, public indecency, public intoxication, public... the dash cam. Hashtag Godzilla. Oh, thanks for taking us out slow, Bob. I love it. I was just in Times Square, 14th Street, and I didn't even get to see the Trump statue. But enough of that. A cop caught me. He arrested me for blank. Confiscated stolen goods. There was some of my CD on the street, and a cop arrested me for stolen goods, folks. That's actually dangerously close to a joke my friend Joe Rumrell said. I don't know if I can use this one. Where he said, there was a roast, and he roasted me. He said, going to see Steve Whalen is like going to a police auction. You're going to see a lot of stolen goods. Oh, I love Joe Rumrill. For public flatulation. Jack Wilkinson in the house. You arrested me for public exposure. Okay. Fashion. Who are you wearing? I'm more of a begin setter. My merch tent was closed down by... My merch tent has a letter grade. Parental advisory. Explicit, implicit. What does implicit mean? Implied, though not plainly expressed. There you go. We got our joke. My jokes are confusing. My CDs have a sticker that says, parental advisory, implicit content. That's 3 lines. It's got to be a good one. I actually like this one a lot. It takes you back to the a simpler time when the spin doctors existed. Little Miss can be wrong, folks. I'm not fashion forward, I'm blank. I'm fashion backward. I'm fashion prison ward. We got 3 minutes left. I'm going to wrap it up. We wrote 11 jokes, and some of them are pretty good. Let's take a look. Thanks so much, Bob. This is what we got going on. Here's what we wrote today. Don't. I'm not a catchphrase comic. I'm more of a catch and release comic. See this sweat stain? Hey, talk about a clothing line. My online jokes were taken away by a social media worker. My jokes aren't timeless. They take more time to understand / get. I'm a trend set it and forget-iter. I'm more of an overweight success. And then a joke that gets a pause and then a laugh. Thank you, that joke was written with an ellipses. I always perform like you've never seen me before. I was selling my CD on the street and the cop arrested me for selling stolen goods. I don't know, I'll have to talk to Joe about that one. My jokes are confusing. My CDs have a sticker that says parental advisory, implicit content. I think I forgot one. Yeah. My act is timeless. That's why they give me less time. So, Steve Whalen, MrJokes.com. Steve Whalen, MrJokes.com. STEVEWHALEN, MRJOKES.com. What else? We do this every Thursday, and... oh, boy, I got some crapola on my chin. We do this every... oh, it's the pen marker. Trying to write on my face. All right. We do this every Thursday and Sunday at 11 p.m. Please follow me at Real Mr. Jokes, RealMrJokes. Instagram, Steve Whalen, Mr. Jokes, STEVEWHALEN, MRJOKES. Joke of the week every Saturday on Instagram. Just being quiet for my roommate's sake. And, what is this? We got a little treat cooking up for you in the kitchen. Boy, I can't wait to eat this. I'm starving. It's probably burned to hell and back. Oh, wow, it actually looks perfect. There you go, huh? Some delicious chicken thighs. Boy, that looks good. I'm about to eat that. Have a good one, folks. I love this crowd. Buy a shirt.